Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the month of January. Now Libra, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Libra, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. We have cards flying here. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But all that said, let's see what we have here for you. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you're somebody who watches my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, I would very much appreciate it if you did. Helps my channel grow in a big way. I also, same is true for the people who are just watching me for the first time. So let's see what we have here for you, Libra. We'll make sure everything's in view and we'll get right into it. I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Fool. So this is a very powerful card as far as I'm concerned in the tarot. Okay, the Fool starts off all of the tarot. It is the beginning of a powerful new journey for this Fool here on the card. And you could say that this is the beginning of the Fool's journey or the hero's journey through the tarot and really through the major arcana from 0 all the way through to number 21, the World. And with that, the Fool kind of leaps forward without attachments to the past. You can think of this person as being brand new. You can think of this person as seeing the world with child eyes, without attachments to the past, right? And so when you get this card, it talks about letting go and allowing the new journey and allowing the new beginning to come. This could be quite surprising to some of you here in this week, or excuse me, in this month. Some of you are embarking on a journey here that could lead to some revelations that you weren't expecting in this month, could lead to a sudden change in your path. Of course, the reason I am kind of coming to that is not only do we have the Fool here on the bottom, but right away in the middle. This middle card here helps me sort of lay out the context of the reading. You have the Tower, okay? And so this combination is strong. The Tower is a powerful card as well in the tarot. And really it's a feared moment in the tarot. But I'm always here to tell you that you should not be afraid of any of these cards, okay? I've seen many Towers in my tarot reading career, and they are not always bad. And they are almost never as bad as they may seem. And so do keep that in mind. Really what the Tower is the exposure of an illusion, okay? Something in your life right now may not be as you think it is, which happens a lot, right? We throw expectations on things. Remember, the Fool has no expectations. The Fool literally doesn't know where it's going, but it knows it's going somewhere, or they know it's going somewhere. Yeah. So the Tower here says that there could be a sudden change. There could be an upheaval or revelation in your life. But remember, the Tower always leads to the Star, which is the next card. And the Star is the fulfillment of a wish. So sometimes we have to be shaken down to our foundation to understand why the piece of our path that we're on right now is not in alignment with our destiny. And so that's what I'm getting here for you with this Tower card. Now, in the first week of the month, as we roll into the new year, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of an event in the material life, so in your material life. So this can mean new money being made available, but it's really, the Knight of Pentacles really is about something that you've already put time into. I always like to say that there's an element of time associated with the Knight of Pentacles. It's not something you started last week. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of some event that you've been working at diligently and for some time now. So, this is, for me, a card of arrivals. Now, as an aspect of yourself or a quality of yourself, this means that you are hardworking and dependable, also reliable. Okay, if people give you a task, They know that you will complete it. And so I get the sense that some of you are looking to follow through here on something. And I do see you doing that because you have this Chariot. So I will say the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles is an extreme combination of self-discipline. Okay, we're talking like somebody who doesn't take cheat days. Okay, no days off for these two cards here. Now, I'm a person who believes in quality rest, and I do feel like perhaps some of you have been working hard here, and some of you may be going on an extended trip with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot can indicate travel by vehicle, travel by car, distance, short. It can indicate travel just in general, but typically by vehicle. The Chariot also says that through self-discipline, you are given a major reward. It's this idea of as above, so below. As it is done in the universe, it is done here on earth. And as you put in the work, you are rewarded. So clearly, something here is coming based on your efforts with the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. It looks very good. And with that, it could bring a big financial change for you with the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling or fluctuating wealth. By default, it's a positive change in your material situation. The fact that it's aligned with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles, to me, this just screams that some sort of work, the actions that you've taken up to this point are rendering out and giving you like a big payday or a big pay increase or something like this happening where there's a positive change in your money situation, but it's because of the work that you've done. In the middle of the month, you have the Lovers, the Tower, and the Four of Pentacles. Now this is where it gets interesting here because we have a lot of pentacles on the board. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pentacles, right? The majority of the cards here are pentacles. They're having to do with your money situation, with your resources, with your material life. We do have a Venus retrograde here in January, right? And so it's Venus is about love and beauty, but it's also about luxury and wealth and material. And so some of you are I really feel like some of you are reevaluating your maybe relationship with money. As you see the Lovers card here, Lovers can indicate a situation relating to relationships. Okay, this can mean you are evaluating your relationships. For many of you, this might be your relationship to money. The Lovers can also indicate an important choice that needs to be made. There's going to be like a sudden insight or revelation here. Now, I'll be very interested. I'll be looking very closely to see what card here is clarified by the Tower. I'm a Libra. I have multiple Libra placements. So I'm learning about this too, just as you are. So I think some of you here are, some of us Libras here are looking at our relationship to money. You have the Four of Pentacles as well, which is a card of, you can go two ways with the Four of Pentacles. You can either say you're acquiring financial stability, which could be the case as you get shaken down to your foundation here. You have something to fall back on. But it could also say that you're maybe a little bit concerned about losing what you've built, as you see this person's holding on very tightly. And so just keep that in mind. Now, as we roll out of the month into February here, the last portion of the month, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, all Pentacles. Libra, all Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, and this is a very interesting row down here. So we have this Five of Pentacles, which is this feeling of not having enough, lack, feeling left out in the cold. You have the Two, the Four, and the Five. Okay, something about fears relating to money here. Okay, very clearly. This is a very clear signal that you're maybe concerned about money. At the subconscious level. You may just feel like there's never going to be more, and that could not be farther from the case. The universe is an infinitely abundant place, and remember, there are always opportunities. And so you have this Three of Pentacles here. This is all about reward and recognition for a quality job well done. You can see this person's proud. They're holding up their pentacle. Okay, you can see the anvil in the background, the mallets here, indicating that they are a builder of quality work. Lastly, you have the Six of Pentacles, which means it's reciprocity. You see the scale here. If you've been giving too much, get ready to receive. If you've been receiving too much, get ready to give, right? It's this idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving and vice versa. It can be good for money situations coming into your life. So let's see what we get here for you. Let's start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. All right. Let's see what you have here. You have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek, trust what you know. Dwakul, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path, take one step at a time to happiness. So this is becoming very clear to me. And let me show you this last one, it makes sense. Lady Nada, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. That's essentially the Six of Pentacles, right? But with Katumi, trust what you know, and Dharma unfolding, you're on a path. With Dwakul, it's very clear to me that some of you are fear casting. You're thinking into the future too far. You're thinking, oh, what I'm doing now may be working, but who knows what happens in the future, as you have this row here trending towards scarcity. Okay, and remember that, this may be a time for you to really reach up and ask your guides, or whatever it is that you believe in or don't believe in, just to have faith in yourself if you don't believe. What you can do to remain calm at this time, because you are on this path and it will work out. You already know the answer you seek, as the Katumi card says. So look, trust. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say trust. And if I could sum it up in one word, it would be trust. You're ready. And you have improving health. So I like that for you a lot. Some of you may have been dealing with some health issues here in this maybe November, December, but this situation is improving. And of course, not medical advice, but the cards do say that perhaps something's working out, right? So let's see what we get here. So I think the answer is to trust at this time, Libra. That You're Ready card is the last card in the Oracle deck. And so the author says it's like a big energy of culminations of finally being ready. So, okay, you have the Death card, you have the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Some of you are working too hard, okay? The reason why is we had this Knight of Pentacles, this Chariot, and the Two of Pentacles working hard to achieve money. Like some of you may do like contract work, so like the amount you work depends on the amount you earn, something like that going on, or you do something where it's like that. Not everybody, but you see what I'm saying. With this Five of Swords here, it seems to me like some of you are going to drop your swords and tell yourself, you know what, like it may not be worth putting my health at risk, or it may not be worth fighting a battle that's not worth fighting, right? And I do get the sense that some of you are going to be doing that. You have this Chariot with the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Pentacles twice. Some of you are getting a big reward here for work that you've done. Again, remember, this first row, when I pulled it, we talked about how, this is the self-discipline you've been putting into something that's paying off. The Death card is really not a negative card. It's the most misunderstood card in the tarot. The Death card talks about major transformations in your life. It is Scorpio energy. It is the old Libra dying and the new Libra being birthed, okay? It's an awakening. It's a rebirth. And it's new beginnings in your life. Yes, it can be challenging. Change is hard. That is the whole point about the Death card. Change is not easy, but it is ultimately leading you along your path. So remember, trust. You are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. You have the Emperor. You have the Three of Cups. Oops, sorry about bumping the camera there. And you have the Nine of Swords. Okay. So with this, okay, so this is a very clear message that there's something here around your financial security with the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords that's keeping you up late at night. Okay, this person's having a nightmare. They think that these swords are going through them, but they don't. It's in their mind. These swords actually don't even exist. Okay, these swords are fake. They're fictional. Okay, they're in this person's mind. They're not actually going through them. And so it talks about fears getting in the way here. This is around your material security, Libra, in January. You have the Three of Cups with the Tower. Okay, so this is interesting. I said I would be very interested to see what would happen there. The Three of Cups is about your social circle. It's about good times with others. It's joy, it's celebration, it's happiness. Is there going to be like something that's like some sort of information from people in your social circle, or there may be some sort of, like revelation that comes out around the people that you spend time with or something along those lines. You have the Emperor as well, which is a big card of authority, leadership, stability. It's a very good omen in business. This person is extremely successful. And you have it with the Lovers. Okay, so many of you have important choices to make. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have the Four of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, it's very clear to me that some of you just need to take time. I see some of you taking time. If anything, this Three of Cups is telling you to like enjoy the new year, like take time to celebrate, like something along those lines. Because the Queen of Cups is a card of healing. It's a card of, it's the most intuitive card, or one of the most intuitive cards in the tarot, behind probably the High Priestess. And not only is it telling you to like listen to the messages that are coming in around finances, but it's also telling you to do something to help yourself out here. Because stress is the silent killer, right? That's what they say. And I feel like there's like an element of stress here. Nine of Swords is a big stress card in the tarot that's like bleeding into the rest of your life. The Judgment card says there's one thing in your path, standing in your path towards enlightenment. Okay, so you have one thing to work through at this time. If you work through that, you will get to the completion of the world. Remember, we started off with the Fool. You're all the way at the Judgment card, which is the second to last card in the Major Arcana before you complete the cycle. And for you, I think it's something relating to fears around security in your financial life. You also have this Four of Wands, which is a card of ceremony, stability, happiness, marriage. You have the King of Swords as well, which is you, Libra energy, okay? You're on a path here, Libra, and you know, make progress each and every day. It's not going to happen all overnight. It's not going to happen at once. So let's see what we have here. Time to trust. Okay, I guess we're going to take this card. Sudden wealth. Wow. All right, that card wanted to come forward. You have thoughts, privileged lady, gift, courtship, mature man, and unexpected income. Okay, there's this thing in this reading where like there's like so many different messages here of finances improving, but this underlying fear here is blocking something as well for you. Okay, because this lower row is the row of your subconscious. It's what comes out in your dreams. It's the way that you talk to yourself. It's what you can't see. It's the hidden. And you have the sudden wealth card, unexpected income, gift. I mean, that is, some of you, like I'm getting this energy of like a bonus, a pay raise, you know, an increase in contracts, an increase in money, something going on here. You're stepping into maturity around your financial situations. You have another Four here, which is all about stability. We have at least four fours on the we have 4 4s on the board. We have the sudden wealth, thoughts, privileged lady. So you have to keep your thoughts positive at this time. I also think some of you are working entirely too hard, and that's contributing to the stress, which is contributing to the, I don't know, maybe some level of health issue. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.